Hello everyone, Pally here. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. Welcome back to the Deep Dive series where we're going through every character in the Nexus and showing you a variety of ways to play them. Last week we were playing Cho, so obviously this week the hands are back for revenge and Gall is going to have his time in the spotlight. Actually ended up getting my golden ring in the very last game we recorded. It was kind of a fun series, I'm not gonna lie. Unfortunately, I think you guys were right about something when I was playing Cho. I was not sending the bowling ball down range enough. Basically, in most of the builds, we weren't buffing our E abilities, so I was spending more time focusing on the abilities we were buffing. But if we're outside of melee range and we need to poke our combatants, rolling a bowling ball at them so Gall can then detonate it is a great way of doing just that. In today's video, we're going to be showing off Gall's side of the bowling ball. As long as you take your talents at level 4 and level 16, and Cho does the same thing, then you guys are going to be extremely effective. But if one head takes bowling ball talents and the other doesn't, man, you guys are going to be fighting more than normal, let me tell you. As always, if you guys enjoy the content, please be sure to hit that like button for us. We'll be back soon with more Gall later this week. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves on raucous Holdout. Hey, do you want to do bomb build? I feel like a 4-lane map. That's time. Do you know the talents? It's just your bomb at level 4 and then your bomb at level 16. That's all we need to change.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. So 3 melee. We should be able to auto attack a little bit. I'm gonna grab Taskmaster. We're gonna do it. We still have Eye of Kilrock by default. We don't need to pick up the talent for that. It's just that it's a shorter cooldown, I believe, if we do pick up that level 1. Yes, a much shorter cooldown. So, our Q ability, straight line skill shot. We poke it at an enemy. We press the button. Hopefully they take some damage. Our W ability is the Dread Orb. It bounces in a straight line and will continue to for this game. The most popular way of playing Cho'Gall is, or playing Gall specifically, I suppose, is to have that orb bouncing all over the place. But I think we have a unique opportunity to deal some very, very meaningful bowling ball damage in this game, and I would like to do it. I would like to do it for sure. The enemy team is getting poked down like crazy. We are a phenomenal battery for... There we go. Good kill. See if I can shove us out a little bit more. We are a phenomenal battery for Ariel, so I hope we can continue to supply her for the rest of the game. That would be a phenomenal goal. I missed that explosion on Varian by just a second, but look who's back and ready to eat. Orphea back with a vengeance, picking up a double kill right as she arrives. I'm going to go ahead and take the trait since there's no enemies here. We'll try to cleave this lane down a little bit faster. Now, unlike most builds for Cho'Gall, we do have to take the complementing talents for each other with this setup. Normally, it doesn't really matter too much what your other half is doing. You can kind of just pick whatever your heart desires. But for E-build specifically, we are going to need to focus up on kind of the same playstyle. That playstyle is going to open up a lot once we get one more level under our belt, so I'm hoping we can farm this wave as fast as we can. There are 2 bomb talents for Cho'Gall here at level 4. And the most popular one by a mile is Bombs Away. It's a stacking quest. Our bombs get stronger the more we hit enemy combatants with it. So if you are playing E-Build and you think you're going to be sending it out quite a lot, there's no reason not to pick up this talent, basically. The other option here at level 4, phenomenal damage by our friendly team in that group. The other option here at level 4 simply does dot damage at the explosion. I don't think that's necessarily as useful. So damaging enemy heroes increases bomb damage by 5 up to 200. After damaging 20 heroes, the range and speed of the rune bomb is also increased as well. So my #1 goal is to simply watch for Cho to roll the ball. And hopefully Cho does that off of cooldown and doesn't hold on to it all game like I was doing. And then we just detonate that on as many people as we possibly can. As Cho dives in, I shit you not, I was thinking about pressing the trait right at that moment, and I'm so thankful that I did not. We do have the rollback on the ball right now as well, so I can kind of wait for it in some situations, for it to be on the return to try to capitalize on more targets being hit. We're already up to 8 stacks right now. We are doing really, really well, and the push is just continuing as Cho is being unrelenting moving towards this gate. We do see the entirety of the enemy team starting to group up here now. I'm going to shove us back a little bit. I was hoping to dodge that Kerrigan stun, but I wasn't quite able to do that. I did take trait since we are very far away, and I just want to poke these guys. Oh, almost got it. Almost got it, dude. Almost got it, dude. Enemy team has lost their tier 1 defensive structure down here in the bottom lane, which means we have a huge advantage for the next objective. Friendly team is moving north to try to help out Thrall with one of these mercenary camps. The ball is ready, and I have detonated it. Enemy team kind of matching us on the other side of the map, though. We are a 2-level lead at the moment with a talent tier advantage, so we are in a great, great spot. What if we double quest? Nah, fuck that. We're just gonna take some stacking damage on our W ability. If we hit the same target over and over and over with our, with our Q ability, if we hit the same target over and over and over with this, it will stack up quite a lot of damage on that target. It's up to a 60% increase on a single target if we keep landing all of our shots. And he is kind of the entirety of their front line. So if I can poke him down faster, I want to do that. They don't have anyone else that can kind of fill that role for them. Kerrigan would just get squished down. Good explosion on the tail end of Dingo running out there. I do have trait for the time being. Are we worried about that? Maybe a little bit. Ariel taken down, unfortunately, right in front of tower. Beautiful positioning, giving me that rollback on the bomb so I can get 2 more stacks. We're 14 out of the 20 we need for that initial bonus right now. Oh, that was scary. In hindsight, maybe I shoved towards Kerrigan and not away from Kerrigan. The objective's coming up very soon as well, and just like that, the enemy team's gotten that 2-level disadvantage taken care of. XP almost even in this match, but just remember, this is a shit game because there's no comeback mechanics. Right, IGN?
The beacons are now online. Please
Right.
keep them out of enemy hands.
Next objective is coming up really quick. Friendly team mostly in position. I don't think that ball's gonna connect with Varian. Instead, it connects with their Anduin on the back line. Q pressure here is gonna be great if we can sustain through this mess. Man, I wish I had some cooldown reduction. That'd be so amazing. I'm gonna shove us back a little bit. This is starting to get a little too sketchy for me. Sippy Cup is going to heal us up quite beautifully, and I am gonna take trait here while we are poking from a bit further back at the moment. Good explosion. Now, eventually, we'll be able to pick up a really nice silence on our W or our E ability. I keep calling everything the wrong ability today. I'm sorry. We'll be able to pick up a silence on our E ability, which will be very, very nice. Most Cho builds favor the stun on the W instead. I'm always a silence enjoyer. We just hit our 20, so our balls should be rolling faster than ever before. We need to get out before Kerrigan feels like she can re-enter this fight. I don't want that. I don't want that for me at all. Level 10 is here for both teams, and with it, I think I'm probably going to be taking Twisting Nether in this match. Triple melee fighting into a slow could be very, very strong. I like how much we're poking here. I'm going to take trade again just because we're sitting back behind enemy lines poking. Our healer is here, and we do have the crown. Will we be able to... Oh, God. To make anything happen with it. Oh, I missed that E explosion there. I didn't see it going through the mist. Oh, that is scary. That is very scary. Hit Carrion. She missed the combo. 23 stacks at the moment. I fucking love your positioning. You're doing such an amazing job with these rollbacks for me. That's so good. That taunt under tower could be devastating. We're going to pop the ult and try to slow these guys down. The channel is out. Is it enough? Oh, we do hit Dingo on the way. Oh my God, I just saw our health at the end there. That is terrifying. Holy shit. Heading back to the base, we will be able to heal a little bit. Thrall still holding down the top lane, although he is about to be rooted right next to Zul, who wasn't attacking. The panic of that root really set in there. Maybe he didn't have his W. I don't know. We are rejoining Ariel down in the bottom lane again. The friendly team can channel the objective here, and if we do, this will be a big step in the right direction for the Zerg wave. Unfortunately, that taunt from Varian getting so much value, taking down Orphea yet again. Friendly team very far away from this altercation. I'm going to go ahead and put the trait on me so we can go into this fight with more damage. They are channeling the objective already, but it looks like we found a new task we want to do. Right down here. Zul swapped to the bottom lane. We need to stop that channel as fast as we can. Easy peasy. He's running away, scared for his life. They're not on that mercenary camp to our left. They took the one on our side of the map instead. The enemy team is moving in with a vengeance onto that capture point. I have trait and I'm scared. I'm very scared that I have trait. I'm very scared. Very scared that I have trait. I don't think he saw Varian on the capture point. I think we were staring at Zul there. We might be able to get resurrected depending on how this plays out. Man, think about that resurrection value. He's getting 2 people for 1 cooldown. Well, unfortunately, we are being brought back to life inside of the well. The enemy team's Varian is holding off the aggression as Dingo finishes off what's left of that building. The objective is coming our way as the enemy team channels it finally as well. Bottom lane looking real scary at the moment. We're going to go ahead and pop our ults, move it on to the enemy team's Anduin, and continue to just channel this for as long as I can. The longer we channel it, the longer they are slowed. Now we need to be very careful walking into this. I'm going to take trait, bowling ball the Anduin with it. That was pretty good damage. Oh shit, we're losing people to the fucking Zerg wave. Oh no. I guess I'm going to take 2 extra bombs and send it. There's the explosion. I'm ready. It didn't quite connect. That's okay. Okay, we have cleared the Zerg wave before it became too much of a threat. Good hit. We're at 29 stacks on the bowling ball right now.
Safe out there now. Yes.
Okay. They didn't get too much done top. They only got 1 building bottom. All things considered, that was a pretty good objective. Region Globe healing us up nicely now. Now, these orbs are not a cornerstone of my build, but it is a lot of just free splash damage, especially in the middle of fights. If I cast it really close to us too, those bounces don't go very far, so we can target that damage directly in on an enemy. Like right here. I'm going to put it right in the shadows, assuming they're going to move in on us to stop us. Go ahead and pop the ultimate now that Kerrigan's moving forward. We are going to detonate it, just finishing her off. We don't need to slow there. Orbs are out on Dingo, and the fucking bowling ball finishes him off. Now we're body blocking Varian as he tries to leave. The orbs landing once again. Varian is at the top of the screen. I don't know if we can catch him. It looks like he is gone. I'm going to go ahead and take trait as we are heading towards the boss. We want to do as much damage to it as we can. We need very close orb casts, so all of those orbs shotgun the boss down. We did 1,000 damage with that second bounce of the orbs there, just because this hitbox is so gosh darn big. And that is going to be a boss moving down the top lane of Braxis. XP almost dead even for both teams. It looks like we're going for another camp on their side of the map. I have Kilrog down in the bush. There we go. So we have some vision of that. Now we are going to grab the silence on the bowling ball roll. It's a 1.25 second silence on whoever has the misfortune of being hit with this ability. We can honestly spam this out quite a lot too. We can get some pretty good uptime on this. We have split off the enemy team's Varian. The light bomb going out does not connect with us, luckily. I do have ult if we want to keep these guys here a little bit longer, or I could just keep spamming out Qs, potentially. And taken down by the bomb as it rolls forward. The poison from Zul might make us move back in the other direction, but Ariel is able to wither the storm. We're going to go ahead and pop ult since our tank is running in, detonate that shit, and finish off the enemy team Zul as he gets pushed to the side. The ball is out again. I missed the explosion on that one, unfortunately. And we were able to take that building, no problem, with 4 members of the enemy team dead. I'm going to take the trait, and it looks like we will be able to close out the win here. Great rolling, my dude. Great throws all around. Excellent job.
MVP.
Man, all these years later, that's still one of the best skins in the game. Those Hanamura leaves, dude. They are so pretty. We made the board! Hey, handsome, I'll vote for you. Oh, today might be the day for Golden Ring Gall. Tells you in for in today's video. Taskmaster into Bombs Away. Edge of Mandus into Twisting Nether. Twilight Nova and closed off with Deafening Blast. At level 20, we had a few options there that would have made sense. I'll go over them in just a second. The important part of this build is that your Cho has to match you on your bowling ball talent tiers. So he also picked up rollback at 4 and picked up runic feedback at 16. I cannot stress how important it is that you guys work together with this setup. Here is the stats for the game as well. We closed out with a little bit of damage at the end. You love to see it. At level 20, I would have very likely gone for something like Twisting Nether, allowing us to teleport around. The most popular choice here is Twilight Frenzy, but it doesn't really affect the bowling ball build, so it opens up the other less popular options a little bit more in my book. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. You can find more of the deep dive series using the playlist down in the video description. There are hundreds of videos just like this one for characters all across the Nexus.